Chapter 16. A fancy tent and a foolish cow. Exodus 32 to 34. There once was a cow that almost killed a nation. Let me explain. After God met with the Israelites at the mountain, God told Moses to make him a tent. That may not sound very fancy, but most everyone lived in tents back then, whether they liked camping or not. God's tent was called the Tabernacle. It was God's way of moving into the neighborhood. Of course, God didn't move into the neighborhood like we would, with a moving truck and some beat-up bikes and a lot of toys. After all, God doesn't have a body like we do, and doesn't need a couch or clothes or old toys. Still, the tabernacle was a powerful symbol that God's presence would be with his people. But before Moses could even get started on God's tent, God's people decided to represent God and worship him in their own way. And when it comes to worshiping God, doing things our own way is always a bad idea. Moses came down the mountain and found the Israelites dancing and singing. This time, however, they weren't dancing and singing for God. Oh, they thought they were, but the God they were worshipping was a God they made for themselves. The people figured, since they couldn't see God and hadn't seen Moses much either, they should make a God they could see, just like the other nations did for their gods. Also, a bad idea. Moses' brother Aaron collected jewelry from all the people and made a golden calf. The people must have been so happy to have a god like everyone else. But Moses wasn't happy. He burned the idol into powder and made the people drink their foolish cow. And God wasn't happy either. The Lord sent a plague on the Israelites, I guess because they were acting like Egyptians. And yet, God did not punish the Israelites as much as they deserved. Moses prayed for the nation, and God decided to have mercy on his rebellious people and give them another chance. In the years ahead, he would give them about 1 million more chances. The golden calf was the Israelites' first big mess-up as a nation, but it wouldn't be their last. The Israelites needed a deliverer like Moses. But as we'll see, they actually needed a deliverer much better than Moses.